Kahal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The brother Yashuan back with the World War III daily update. We're going to keep this real short because all we can do at this point is watch and see what's going to happen. Okay? This thing is escalating, but it's only escalating on paper, so to speak, until the first shot is fired, until the actual invasion happens. It's just a buildup. It could be all a show. And where we want this to go live immediately, all right, what we got to do is we got to be patient, all right, and understand that this could be a ruse, if you will, all right, on both sides, because understand first, okay, let's see if I can get that. Not that. Not that. Sanctuary. How about this? This thing, right? Let's see. This.
This.
All right. This happened 3 weeks ago. Start at the top. Okay, go ahead. Russia and China joined U.S. What do you mean join? And UK and France in a vow to avoid nuclear war. This happened 3 weeks ago. Okay? And they signed an agreement on January the 4th. What is this? This is totally contradictory to what you see going on. Look at the faces. Look at the players. Why are these guys signing an agreement together? Look at Xi. And look at this clown. Look at these guys. What the hell is this a movie? Let me back that up. Okay. It says, world's most powerful nations take a rare pledge, which doesn't mean anything to devils that do nothing but lie. P5 vows to avoid. P5 vows to avoid nuclear war. We affirm that a nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought, as nuclear use would have far-reaching consequences. We also affirm that nuclear weapons, for as long as they continue to exist, should serve defensive purposes, deter aggression, and prevent war. We believe strongly that further spread of such weapons must be prevented. But if this is true and happened this month, a couple of weeks ago, why is Vladimir sending nukes to Cuba and to Venezuela? So what does this mean? This is a contradiction, all right? So whatever is going on right now must be scrutinized, all right? We have to be patient, all right? Because when you get two contradictory things, I'm not saying that they're not going to war. What I'm saying is, what is this? Right here, everybody's on each other's side, okay? But then they're all deploying. This has been going on, this Ukrainian standoff has been going on before the new year. What happened at the beginning of the new year? Kazakhstan. Ukraine's been going on before that. But they signed something on the 4th? All right, what's going on? The 5 permanent United Nations Security Council members have agreed that a nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought. But isn't this the beginning of a nuclear war? So what does this mean? All right. At the very least, some deception is going on, whether it be between these people or being perpetrated on the greater masses of people. And that has to be considered. I'm not saying that there's not a war about to happen. I'm saying, what the hell is this? And these things must be looked at. All right, so enough on that. You can go into that. That is Crux channel, January 4th, Russia, China join U.S., UK, France in a vow to avoid nuclear war. End to a global nuke weapons race? What is this? How are you doing both things at the same time? It makes no sense. All right, now back to the scripture. Here's what God says he's doing. Okay? Let's start. This is Joel 3. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's in the Middle East. Doesn't mean that the world war isn't going to start. Well, it's going to start with the Israelis, but it's a world war, all right? And to prove that, it says this in the NLT, I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. So that's where the greater of the ambush is going to take place. Jump down to 9, Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Okay? Beat your plowshares into swords, your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. All right, now let's watch that. This is military leaks. I just saw this. So let me see commercial.
The Baltics.
So lucky. Let's start at the top. And this reads, military leaks today, January 25th. Ukraine crisis. Biden weighs deploying thousands of troops to Eastern Europe near Russia. He weighs, or is he doing it now? He's considering. Okay, so what is this? Is he going to do it? Is he not? You understand? What is this? You got to get in there and dig these words out. Weighs. That means he hasn't done it. Okay? Semantics. Rumors.
Biden weighs deploying thousands of troops to Eastern Europe near Russia. The president is also considering deploying warships and aircraft to NATO allies, in what would be a major shift from its restrained stance on Ukraine. President Biden is considering deploying several thousand U.S. troops, as well as warships and aircraft, to NATO allies in the Baltics and Eastern Europe, an expansion of American military involvement amid mounting fears of a Russian incursion into Ukraine, according to administration officials. The move would signal a major pivot for the Biden administration, which up until recently was taking a restrained stance on Ukraine out of fear of provoking Russia into invading. But as President Vladimir V. Putin has ramped up his threatening actions toward Ukraine, and talks between American and Russian officials have failed to discourage him, the administration is now moving away from its do-not-provoke strategy. In a meeting on Saturday at Camp David, the presidential retreat in Maryland, senior Pentagon officials presented Mr. Biden with several options that would shift American military assets much closer to Mr. Putin's doorstep, the administration officials said. The options include sending 1,000 to 5,000 troops to Eastern European countries, with the potential to increase that number tenfold if things deteriorate. The officials spoke on the condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to talk publicly about internal deliberations. Mr. Biden is expected to make a decision as early as this week, they said. He is weighing the buildup as Russia has escalated its menacing posture against Ukraine, including massing more than 100,000 troops and weaponry on the border and stationing Russian forces in Belarus. On Saturday, Britain accused Moscow of developing plans to install a pro-Russian leader in Ukraine. Even as we're engaged in diplomacy, we are very much focused on building up defense, building up deterrence, Secretary of State Antony J. Blinken said in an interview that aired Sunday on CBS's Face the Nation. NATO itself will continue to be reinforced in a significant way if Russia commits renewed acts of aggression.
If, ways, okay, you have to consider the words being used. And I didn't play this yesterday, but apparently I should, because it gives you perspective. And nobody watched the normal video. They're only watching the World War III Daily Update. So I'm going to play this real quick. Let's see where it goes.
There's a crisis in the White House.
What's the crisis?
And the president's top advisors have been called together.
Oh, jeez.
The sexual misconduct occurred inside the Oval Office. With the election only days away, how much will this scandal affect the outcome?
The president spent the weekend pressing the flash. He wasn't campaigning, he was dating, actually.
Now, Washington's top spin doctor
We can distract the press for 11 days till the election. I think we got a chance.
has an idea,
We can't avoid a war. We're going to have the appearance of a war.
but he can't pull it off without Hollywood's top producer.
Do I know you?
We have some mutual friends in Washington.
Why come to me?
We want you to produce.
You want me to produce your war?
Not only
You want me to produce your war? Who's producing the one that we're watching right now?
war, it's a pageant. We need a theme, a song, some visuals. We need, it's a pageant.
New Line Cinema presents
How close are you to this?
What do you want the kid to say?
all the spectacle,
I know we're all concerned for the president.
I know we're all concerned for the president.
I know that we are all concerned for the president.
He didn't sell the line.
all the drama,
The president's going to go to war with Albania in about 30 minutes.
Albania's hard to ride.
Ukraine.
We need it for the armed position on the strand. It'll be a kitten. We'll punch it in later, right?
and all the effects of real war.
Okay, put the village behind it.
Give me some sound of screaming.
Without the casualties.
America has seldom witnessed a more poignant picture.
They used the same process with the last Schwarzenegger movie. You're the man.
Albania, Albania.
That rhymes. I can't believe it. We forgot a hero. It's like we sent him the Christmas card and we left out the what do you call? Fruitcake. There you go.
Sergeant Schumann, if I may, welcome to history.
How are you?
Anybody want a beer? Because I could party. When it's cooking, it's cooking.
From Academy Award-winning director Barry Levinson.
When this goes national, I get to put it on my resume.
Actually, no.
What could they do to me?
Take him home to your house and kill you.
Academy Award winner Dustin Hoffman.
This is politics at its finest.
Academy Award winner Robert De Niro.
How would you like an ambassadorship? That's my payoff. Well, I just do it for a story to tell. No, you couldn't tell anybody. Listen, I'm just kidding. No, you couldn't tell me. No. It's just it's a pageant. It's a pageant. That's what it is.
Wag the dog.
All right. Is this what's going on? What does this go back to? Show more. Doesn't say anything. Okay, I believe this is like 97, I think. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, you see what's going on or could be going on, all right? And we have to consider these things. We don't know for sure, all right? Here's what we know for sure, okay? We know what this says. This is what the Most High is going to do, all right? Joel 3 and 14, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. There's going to be a war for sure, all right? And we'll close with this. It's Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right? Third World War is coming, no matter what. Says who? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect were edified, and until tomorrow, we're going to say shalom.